Hey, Aquarius, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your August 2024 career reading. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and welcome if you're new. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, bottom of the deck, Aquarius, some sort of breakthrough. A decision has been made. Now, some of you may even be dealing with a legal matter. This could be pertaining to sales, some sort of sales I'm getting. And I kept hearing, it's payday, it's payday. And actually, look at the first card out here you have is payday. So there is an increase in finances. I feel like the energy behind the phrase I'm hearing is of excitement, of, increase. This is a powerful energy of, finally being able to hit a goal or a milestone. This could be a windfall. Some of you may even be getting paid a large chunk. Maybe you sell by commission and you've sold maybe a property or something of that nature. I feel August is going to be significant when it comes to an increase in your money. I do see that here for you. Now, if you haven't been feeling very emotionally satisfied, that's shifting up here because we have the cup. And I feel like there's a new opportunity coming in here for you to nurture something that you love, Aquarius. Nurture something that you love. It wouldn't surprise me to see the 10 of cups showing up, maybe even the 9, possibly the 4 of cups, because this is emotional stability as well. And you're showing up here strong with the feather. This is my Aquarian energy around divine intervention. There's abundance here. And your outcome is actually the treasure. Worry-free finances, having plenty, excess. Some of you are really tapping into your hidden talents. You may have a career in sales or finances. You may be an executive. And this is planning for your future, but at the same time, I feel like you're making some big choices, big moves right now, and you're staying very present. You're staying logical. You're showing up here, Aquarius, King of Air, right off the bat. So you are strategically making moves that are going to help you long term as well. Potentially well into retirement. I see multiple sources of income. Okay, thank you, Spirit. I'm getting someone is wearing a t-shirt. Now, maybe the t-shirt has a specific logo, maybe a company name. There could be a phrase. Someone may be wearing a t-shirt, but it means something. So you'll know if it's you. I mean, if you're just wearing a plain blue shirt, then maybe it's not you. But I feel if you have something specific on your shirt, there's symbology in that message for you today. Okay, so take that as it resonates. So for example, perhaps you are wearing a Columbia shirt, right? Columbia sweatshirt or something of that nature. That could be a sign that maybe you will travel to, Columbia or travel to a spiritual retreat or something of that nature. I mean, for others of you, maybe you have a butterfly on your shirt. That could represent transformation. So do pay attention. This could also be a part of your clothing. It doesn't have to be a shirt, but that's what I was seeing right away. I would love to hear if that resonates with you. Drop it in the comment section below. Some of you are dealing with a legal situation. I feel like there's going to be a payout, okay? A payout, and it may happen in the month of August. It's payday, right? This could be an inheritance or some sort of win because it's been a difficult challenge. 5 of Earth, yeah. 5 of Earth may have been some changes, struggles. This may even pertain to health. Oh, some of you were fired or you were demoted here, or there was some sort of a pay cut in the industry. And I also feel like if you were fighting against this, There's going to be a win, okay? Take that as it resonates. What do we have below you? There's that 9 of Cups I was hoping to see here. 9 or 10 of Cups. I feel like you're working on your emotional health and your financial stability. Five of Pentacles is crossing your path, and that says that yes, there's been some material changes, but you have a lot of new energy coming in if it hasn't already. Ace of Cups and the Sun card, I mean, that's emotional fulfillment. And I also see for some of you, there was a little bit of a hit to the ego, or someone may have been ego tripping. Yeah, some of you may have dealt with someone and it really caused you to put up your defenses here, Aquarius. But I feel like there's going to be choices made that actually help you be put in some sort of better standing energy. I feel like you're raising your vibration, or you're above the competition here. You're not letting someone's ego control you, okay? You're not letting something control you in a negative way. Yeah, 7 of Air showing up in the hopes and fears. You're getting honest with yourself and doing what you need to do. Look at that Magician at the bottom of the deck. So you're manifesting a new reality for yourself. So starting off here, we do have the Cup. This is about you nurturing your dreams. That's why we have the 9 of Cups here. You may have felt like you had an empty account, and maybe some of you are saying, Mel, I still have an empty account, but I feel like there's money that you've either set aside, there's money coming in for you, or there is this inner knowing that you are supported in some way, shape, or form. You're taking care of business here, and this is the energy of emotional fulfillment, which is what I've been picking up on for you. And then we see the financial piece coming in here as well, because it starts within. This is about abundance, easy money. Some of you are finding ways to work smarter, not harder, because you could be tired, right? You could be tired. You've been putting your time and energy and effort into something for quite some time, into your dreams, but it may be time for a rest or a break. So there may even be travel for you, Aquarius, in the month of August. Some of you could be booking travel for potentially later in the year. I'm also seeing divine intervention taking place here for you to bring you this, the treasure. I mean, the treasure is the 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. And actually in the 10 of Pentacles, I believe there's a big old treasure box or treasure chest in this deck. Excuse me. So I feel like there's plenty. There is support. There's protection. This reminds me of, that 10 of Pentacles, long-term growth and legacy. So you're filling your cup with all the right things that are getting you to this position here. Some of you may work in the hospitality industry. I'm getting technology as well. I also see the sky. So of course, I mean, you are an air sign, but some of you, maybe you work with satellites or maybe astrology as well, because they're showing me the sky, the stars, the moon. Maybe you work with the moon cycles. I am also getting back to basics or simplicity. Some of you could be moving someplace where you can see all the night stars, right, in the sky. I feel like you're heading towards a place that feels more peaceful. And that could be internal peace. It could be peace in your environment, in your surroundings. I also see that with the treasure chest, some of you could be receiving an inheritance, okay? There may have been through some sort of challenge or struggle with the 5 of Pentacles. There is some sort of inheritance here. You're tapping into your talents, your gifts, your skills. And I feel if it weren't for this 5 of Pentacles showing up, it may have taken a little bit longer for you to dig in and find these hidden talents and skills. This may have been required in a way. You know, it's through change. It's through resistance when we really grow. I just read something the other day. I think it was in one of the Oracle decks I'll be using. And it says, when we plant a seed, we need the dirt to push up against it for it to grow. And that's kind of what I feel here for you, is there's some sort of dirt that was required in order for growth. And now you're starting to see the growth taking shape, but it did come at somewhat of a cost, or responsibility or duty in a way, because you are carrying these responsibilities. We all do. But I feel like you're tired. Your body could be tired. Some of you may actually do manual labor in some way, shape, or form. I mean, this could be mental labor where your mind is just tired because you use a lot of that mental energy. And I feel like you're ready to lay down some of the burdens. And I see that here for you in the, let's see, the 9 of Wands. Yeah, I see that in the 9 of Wands, because you don't want to get to that point where you manifest some sort of dis-ease in the body because you've pushed yourself too much. And that's why you're ready to do it now, because you know what it's like to not feel good, or if something is making you sick, or if it's not in alignment. That is your sign to shift things up. And that's what I see you doing. You're negotiating. There's new soul contracts coming in. You could be negotiating new business contracts. I'm getting financial agreements here for you. And you may even be negotiating some responsibilities. You may be saying, I'm not willing to take this on, but I'll take that on. But you're juggling things up here. But instead of saying, yes, I'll take this on, and this on, you're saying, I'm not going to add that to my palette unless I drop this. And I feel like there is a counter offer coming in. Some of you, it could actually be a counter offer for a bid or for a business. Some of you are wanting to sell a business, or you're wanting to sell out or get out of something in order to maybe head towards the sun, whatever that may mean for you. Okay, I'm getting the sunny state. The sunny state. Florida could be significant for some of you. We have entrepreneurship, Aquarius. A lot of you are entrepreneurs, or you want more flexibility or financial freedom in what it is that you do. Okay, so you see that he actually has the books. He's very smart. You are very intelligent. You are an air sign. You're an excellent communicator. You're able to come up with genius, brilliant, inventive ideas. And you see the lamp. So I feel like there's a light bulb moment going off here for you. And you could even be putting something out there online, social media. You could be, I'm getting broadcasting. Okay. Usually it's vlogging or blogging, but there's something about broadcasting. I mean, that can be like radio waves, right? Broadcasting. So it could have to do with energetic frequencies. It's like your frequencies, you're putting it out there and you're broadcasting to the universe in a way. This is what I'm looking for. This is what I want. And I feel like the waves have been received. There's something about receiving. So this could be answered prayers. It could be the universe is receiving what you're putting out, and you're going to see it rippling back to you. I like this. Spirit wants you to know that you are moving in the right direction, as long as you follow your inner compass, right? Your inner compass. Because some of you, you've been keeping an eye out on your spending, where you're spending, money, where it could be unnecessary. You could be getting rid of subscriptions or getting rid of things that, you don't need to pay as much on. I feel some of you could even be looking at insurance or groceries, and I see you budgeting. Okay, you may be budgeting here, or just keeping an eye on where you're spending, trying not to overspend. Yeah, wanting to maybe save a little bit. But for others of you, I do feel like there's a lot of growth. We have the money tree again, and that is that legacy energy. That's the treasure chest. This is worry-free finances. They say money doesn't grow on trees, but money is an energy. And I feel like you are reevaluating your relationship with money. And I feel really good about this because your final card is Payday. So there's money coming in here, and someone could be going shopping. All right. We start off with the King of Swords. I mean, this is your energy, Aquarius. King of Swords, female or male, this is the energy of stepping up and taking action. When King of Swords shows up, I mean, he is intelligent. He's logical. He gives wonderful advice. Why is it wonderful? Because it's knowledge that you can benefit from. It can be blunt, straight to the point. You know, he doesn't play games. He doesn't sugarcoat things. He knows what he wants and he goes for it. And if you ask him for advice, he's going to tell you what he thinks, you know, is the best possible outcome. But he can also be very creative within the mind. When he's in his highest of high energy, he is someone who, you know, can pull an idea out of a hat. And that's kind of what I get here with this King of Swords energy, which is you're able to pull these ideas out and you're able to speak quickly and use the mind wisely. And I feel like your energy is being activated this month to really use that logical, analytical part of yourself and use your mind wisely. I keep hearing that. Use your mind wisely. Yeah. If you're dealing with a legal matter or a legal situation, I do feel like it's important to have confidence that this will go in the highest good, because right now what's crossing your path is the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles can be about, you know, bankruptcy, poverty conscious mindset, not having enough. It can be ill health, material changes, job loss. I mean, fives aren't fun. Fives are not fun to be in. It represents change, and the human is scared of change, right? We having the soul, us as souls having a human experience, we crave predictability, right? We crave stability. And sometimes we feel disconnected from our soul self, our spiritual self. And I feel somewhere along the way, there was a tad bit of a disconnect. And this is the time where I feel like you're remembering who you are, because we do have the Nine of Cups and we see that spiritually, something is manifesting here that you've been working on for quite some time, even through the highs and lows. I feel like you never gave up. You didn't abandon yourself. And that's the key here, is coming in from the cold. Yeah, you're not abandoning yourself. You may have taken a little bit of a leave of absence is what I'm getting. But I feel like coming back, you're renewed. There's a sense of renewal and confidence here. Now, below you, you do have the Nine of Cups. There's the treasure chest. Beautiful. There is literally the treasure chest on this Nine of Cups. You see the big old diamond. How are diamonds formed, Aquarius? Under pressure. So through some sort of pressure, through some sort of dirt, you know, you've grown. And it doesn't always feel that way, but you have. And whatever your wishes are, I feel like you're starting to see physical evidence in the material world of this growth. Okay, but it's been challenging at times. It's been difficult, but in the recent past, we do have a new energy emerging. We see the Ace of Cups here, and the seahorse is holding on to the pearl. So I feel like there is an opportunity here that's really great with the pearl. Ace of Cups, aces are about gifts. This is a new soul quenching renewal within your spirit, within your intuition, within your emotional center as well. So this is something that can certainly fill your cup. Now, have you acted on it yet? I'm not sure, but I feel like you're supposed to. And we're actually missing, oh my gosh, you guys, that's why we have the Magician. I was going to say we're missing a card in the near future, and there's no such thing as coincidence. It's missing because the future is what you create it to be. That's what I just heard. Like, you are the creator of your future. That's why it's unknown. But Spirit is saying, look at the bottom of the deck. Remember that card that we said was at the bottom, the Magician? That's because this is your future. Oh, wow. That's beautiful. That's never happened before, you guys, where I've literally missed a card and didn't even notice it till now. But no such thing as coincidence, because Spirit wants extra emphasis, wants you to know that you have all the tools necessary. Where right now, you may not see it. I mean, the card is missing, right? There's uncertainty. Okay, there may be a little bit of uncertainty, or it may feel like it's not there in the physical. But if you trust, if you get back to that self, this is you creating your future. Oh, wow. I like this for you. Now, what's coming in is the sun. The sun is about abundance. The sun is the energy here of healthy ego, confidence, strength, determination. It is the us that we show to the world, right? It is, like our sun sign. It's the one we gravitate towards the most. I mean, sometimes more people resonate with their moon or their rising sign, but a lot of you watch your main sun sign because that's the you that is all encompassing. And that's what the sun is, all encompassing. There's an energy of wholeness here with the sun. Excuse me. This is also Leo energy. August brings about Leo season, and this is life is good, success, happiness, good health, vitality. And Spirit wants to remind you that through this thinking, through this action, and through this emotional center, you have what it takes to take a step towards whatever it is that you are trying to create in your world, whatever that 10 of Pentacles is for you, whatever is in your treasure chest, because it'll be different for each and every one of you. Maybe some of you, it is to not have to worry about your finances. Maybe it's to live in a nice space or a safer space. It could be to be able to retire. It could be good health. Maybe it's a plethora of all of those things, because there's many different treasures, not just the pearl that we see the seahorse holding on to in the Ace of Cups. When the Ace of Cups reaches that 10 of Cups, the 10 of Cups is the treasure chest, right? It is all of it. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. It's emotional wealth and material wealth. If that, whatever it is you're wanting to create, it is showing up. You have the tools, and that's what Spirit is reminding you here, Aquarius. You have the tools to create the life that you want for yourself. You have the skills, you have the power, right? You have all the wands, the cups, the swords, and the pentacles at your fingertips here. What are you going to do with it? That's the question. Now, how are you feeling? You're feeling like you're ready to complete this cycle. There's a sense of accomplishment here. I've done what I could do. I'm happy to be able to embark on a new soul's journey. And that's what the 9 of Fire reminds you is you are a warrior. There's dedication here. For some of you, you are pushing against that dirt and you're really wrapping something up here. So I feel like there's strength and determination and willpower and discipline that you are forging forward through, because you know that you're really close to something. You're really close to completing up a cycle. And for others of you, you are embarking upon this new journey, but you're still in that in-between stage. Even though I do see the Ace of Cups showing up in the recent past, that Ace of Cups may be what is fueling you to not give up on yourself, to not abandon your dreams, Aquarius, because you do have big dreams. And I feel really good about this because you're setting boundaries. You are saying yes when you mean yes and no when you mean no. You're not letting people push you around. 7 of Wands showing up here can be about non-conforming, right? Living life on your terms, you having the upper hand, not in a selfish or egoic way, but a I know my worth type of way. So if you are dealing with people who may have had a bit of maybe an inflated ego, or for some of you, it just wasn't fulfilling to you in any way. I mean, you could have even been dealing with another air sign and maybe there wasn't a lot of heart involved. I feel like you're making changes to fill your cup, but that may require disappointing others. Okay, that may require disappointing others. And sometimes we don't move forward because we don't want to disappoint others. We can be people pleasers, or we're afraid of how people are going to respond or how people are going to react. But what about you, Aquarius? This is about you. It's time for you to shine. You are the unicorn here. And I see that you're almost wearing like a magic carpet. The unicorn is wearing a magic carpet. So I feel like you're taking off and you have the fireflies above you. And I feel like your path is being divinely guided. And with the magic carpet, it's like Aladdin, right? Where are you going to end up? But it feels really good because you're trusting in that carpet. You're trusting in the unknown to lead you and guide you. But at the same time, you know what is best for you. You know what you are being aligned to spiritually. That's what I feel. But we have a double seven showing up here. We have the seven of swords showing up in your hopes and fears. Can I really be honest with myself? Right? Can I trust in others? Can I trust in the world? There's this let down energy where you have been let down by people. Maybe there's been corrupt energy, manipulation, lies. Someone may have stolen your ideas, maybe even stolen your identity. I hope not. But I feel like someone may have taken credit for your work in some way, shape, or form. I mean, these are all in the hopes and the fears, so I don't see them coming out. Remember, the fear is an illusion. It no longer exists in present time. So for some of you with the Seven of Swords, I do feel like something is exposed with the sun here. It is coming out into the open for balance to be restored, justice to be restored in some way, shape, or form. Aquarius, we have the Queen of Fire, Queen of Wands showing up in your outcome. Queen of Wands is strong and confident. She's creative, bold, and artsy. She inspires others to live her best life or live their best life because she lives her best life. She is someone who is very magnetic. I'm getting a supercharged energy here around passions and desires and dreams. She looks good. She's feeling good. She has all the confidence in the world. But I feel like this is a humbled type of confidence. It's not because someone's ego is way out here or someone's ego may even be way down here. We could have wounded egos. We can have inflated egos. Regardless, we do have the ego. It's part of the human experience, right? And I feel like you are feeling good about what you have to offer, and other people are building you up in a way where it feels good, right? To receive a compliment and someone to let you know, hey, Aquarius, nice work, or hey, Aquarius, you look really great today. It does. It helps us feel good. And not that you need that, but it's certainly part of energy exchanges. And I feel like you're able to receive a compliment. For those of you Aquarians who struggled with receiving a compliment, I want you to practice that. Practice giving compliments this month. Practice receiving them, because you are magnetized. And I feel like you're in the spotlight here. When the Queen of Wands shows up with the sun, you're definitely in the spotlight, and your gifts, your talents, your skills, your beauty in whatever it is that you do is meant to shine bright. No more holding yourself back, because that's what the Seven of Swords sometimes can do, is say, well, maybe other people will criticize or judge, or, I fear rejection, so I'm just going to hold myself back a little bit. But that's not being truthfully honest with oneself, right? I feel like you're meant to be vulnerable and, expose yourself, the good, the bad, the ugly, all of it, because that is you authentically. And that may be why I'm getting that holistic point of view, because it could be, and when I mean ugly, I'm not calling anyone ugly, but we have, ugly stories that we've gone through, or maybe we feel shamed, or we feel humiliated, or it's been a struggle. I feel like you're meant to share your story in some way, shape, or form, because it could help others. And some of you Aquarians are definitely hitting that spotlight. You are meant to shine. You are meant to share your story. And again, I feel like there's a broadcast. It's like you're broadcasting, you're putting something out there, and there's a lot coming in, and it's not just static either. You know, when you're turning on the radio and you're going, it's like you're pushing the seek button, and the seek button is going right towards a clear station instead of pushing the next button and you're getting a lot of static. I feel like you are attracting a lot of energy at this time. So be mindful, protect your energy as well, because we do have that 7 of Wands. So just be mindful that you're not taking on everybody else's stuff. Yeah, taking on the weight of the world, because sometimes that 7 of Swords, it could even be, if you're feeling off, you could be taking on other people's stuff. All right, let's get a message from the wisdom of the Oracle. What do we have here, please, for Aquarius? What do we have for Aquarius? Mending. We are mending financially. We're putting something back together here. 52, card 5-2. Some of you may be 52 years old. I think the mending card is good because I feel financially this can be about rising above again. Okay. Everyone makes mistakes, especially when you want something very badly. You may come to realize that in chasing after a pretty shiny thing that you lost sight of long-term sustainable prosperity. And maybe that is part of the treasure or the pearl. It's saying, you know, even if something didn't work, maybe you tried to dig into this treasure chest and you thought you were pulling out some gold, right? But it was fool's gold. And I feel like, oh, 7 of Swords, someone could have stolen money from you and there could be recovery, and maybe there's an inheritance or a back pay or insurance, insurance. I mean, maybe inheritance, but there could be some sort of insurance claim or insurance policy. Yeah, that could be showing up. But I feel like you are forgiving yourself here, maybe even forgiving others. You're not blaming anyone. You're starting over, wiser and more mature. The journey to true abundance may have hurt you along the way, right? That's that dirt energy. That's that 5 of Pence. Make amends to anyone you may have hurt along the way, especially yourself. Forgive those who may have taken advantage of you. Let go and learn from this. You are now that much closer to achieving the kind of prosperity that really fulfills you. Nothing is ever lost or wasted when you view it from that perspective. So loss, right? Because we have the 5 of Pentacles. So there's been some sort of loss financially, materially, or even health-wise. Loss allows us to see ourselves as a part of the larger scheme, right? Opening us up to sympathy, to empathy, and to deepening our dependence on others. And that's what I meant here. In order to get to this treasure, you had to go through that dirt. And for example, when I started this YouTube channel, I was absolutely divinely guided, as your feather card says here, divine intervention. By the way, I'm also a moon Aquarius. So through divine intervention, I was led to tarot readers on YouTube, which I didn't even know existed, right? I only listened to YouTube for music, but I literally was told by my guides to turn on my TV, go to YouTube, type in Libra. I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I just listened, right? Can you imagine if I wouldn't have listened, I wouldn't be here. So because we have the seahorse, there's something about you listening to your intuition, even if you're not even quite sure where it's taking you, where it's leading you. And through that, at that time, I was going through a very, very difficult, challenging low point in my life. And I had been divinely guided to a specific video which transformed my life in a huge way. And my intuition was activated. My gifts were reactivated in a big way where I had to step up into the energy. And that's what I feel here for you through some sort of hardship. You are being divinely guided to listen, because even though this may have felt like fool's gold that you chased after, don't give up, because through it is when you find the most beautiful things. And it says here, It leads us to become one with the greater whole again. Pain and suffering is part of life, and none of us will be immune to it. Can you view this loss, this pain, this dissonance as a way back to source? Let your sorrow break your heart wide open. You will never be left behind, right? And that can be our fear. Abandonment, rejection, left behind. Everybody else getting that piece of the treasure, but we just are stuck with the fool's gold. That's just a belief. That's just a lie. Just because you may have gone through a situation doesn't mean that you're any bit unworthy of it, right? Unworthy of that treasure. There's plenty in there for you as well. You will never be left behind. You are loved now more than ever by Spirit, who does not want you to feel alone. One day you will look back on this and know this as your truth. Yeah. That's that Five of Pentacles. You're healing, you're recovering, you're mending, whether it was a financial loss, whether it was some sort of struggle that you've had with someone. It could be your health. I do feel like you're making a full recovery here with that Queen of Wands. And there is a sense of strength and confidence that you weren't sure if you'd ever feel again. It's coming back, and it's coming back hot. It's coming back magnified and strong. You're broadcasting yourself out there, and people want what you have because you can help them in some way, shape, or form. Beautiful. Let's get a few messages from your spirit animals. And at this time, I just ask, if you can, Aquarius, please take a nice deep breath in from your solar plexus chakra, your belly area. Nice big inhale. Hold it as long as you can. And release through the mouth with a nice deep sigh. And with your eyes still closed, please tune into your third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows and your forehead region. And I want you to imagine the first animal or animals that show up in your mind's eye. Now this could be an animal that flies high in the sky. It could be an animal that swims deep in the sea. Perhaps your animal is wild, magical, mystical, or even domesticated. It could be a pet that's crossed over the rainbow bridge. One that's currently crossed your path in the great outdoors. Or maybe even an animal that you have beside you or at your home right now. There is no right or wrong answer, Aquarius. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you're ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, all you need to do is drop your animals. You can have more than one. Drop them in the comment section below the video, and I personally will enter you into that giveaway. So please make sure you've hit that bell and subscribe button so you don't miss that notification. All right, what do we have here? Skunk. Your first card out is skunk. And you know what skunk reminds us? No, not that we're smelly, but to know your worth, right? Know your worth. Some of you may be 54 years old. Some of you may have smelt skunk. Ooh, maybe some of you are partaking in activities in your home that smell skunky. I mean, know your worth, okay? I feel because the Queen of Wands is showing up in your outcome, it is important that you know that you're worthy of great things. You're worthy of abundance and prosperity and longevity, and you're worthy just how you are right here, right now. You may be 54 years old. You may be born on the 17th, the 10th. You may be 46 or 48. We have crow spirit. Some of you may be tapping into the energy of the crow. It's card 17. 17 is the star. This is not giving up on your dreams. Why? Because crow spirit says co-create with spirit. Spirit is your biggest manifesting partner, Aquarius. It's time to co-create. And that's what I see manifesting. And what's coming from that manifestation, that magician, that felt like, where's the near future? What's coming in the near future? Spirit is saying it's up to you to create it, right? We watch tarot, right? Tarot resonates because it's a broadcasting network, basically, energetically. It's the energy that aligns with you. And not every single reading is going to resonate. That's okay. It's pretty cool if it did, right? But you are being guided to take what resonates, leave what does not, try not to make it fit, but use this opportunity for growth. And I see here that there is an opportunity that really is quite magnificent because you're remembering who you are. You're remembering that you're the magician. Even if you can't quite see something, if it's not in the physical, you're making some action steps or making some changes to take the action needed to live this confident, abundant life that you have been dreaming for quite some time. You have the buffalo spirit. I love when buffalo comes up because to me, the buffalo is one of the most abundant energies in this deck. And it says the abundant universe will provide. It's also card 10, Wheel of Fortune energy, right? So there is an energy here around new beginnings. It's also card 1. That's the magician. Some of you, this could even extend into Virgo season, which actually Virgo is the end of August. So, I mean, we're looking at August here, but it could be August, September, when you really start to feel more confident about your finances, about your choices that you've made. We have Porcupine, time for a beginner's mind. Beginner's mind is about discovery. It is about curiosity. What are you curious about? What do you want to know more about? How can you be open and flexible to maybe some new ideas? Because sometimes that King of Swords, I mean, he's incredible when he's in the upright. He could use a dose of beginner's mind every now and then and maybe shake things up a little bit. Of course, he sticks to what he knows works, the King of Swords, but I feel like it is important for you to go back and learn something new or do something in a new way. And lastly, we have Peacock, baby. Let it shine. Let it shine. Now, some of you, this is about activating that heart center, which we talk about with the cup, but we also see the blue, the vibrant blue of the peacock. So some of you may be in communication. You may be asked to speak up, share your story. This can be about expression and creativity. Card 46 here, let it shine. And that's the Sun card here as well. There's double whammy, double confirmation that you are meant to put it all out there. Let it shine. Let it manifest from a place of heart here, heart and soul, because you are not meant to stay hidden. You are not meant to stay in the shadows. Be authentically open. Be gloriously flawed, because your gifts are part of your waking up to the whole, part of, you know, exactly where you are meant to be here on your path and journey. So let it shine. Now, last but not least, we're going to get a message here. Thank you so much, Angela Rose, for gifting me with this beautiful oracle deck. For those of you interested in any of the decks used in any readings, any of them, not just this one, you can always find the oracle or tarot cards used in the description box below each video. You have Sacred Essence and you have Show Up Shaken. Show Up Shaking. I like this for you because so many times we hear, don't be fearful, or don't let fear get in the way, right? Or, you know, an absence of fear. There's something here about being scared and doing it anyway. You have everything you need within you, even if you may not feel ready. Push through what feels uncomfortable. You are here to share your message and gifts with the world. So this can be that 7 of Wands, standing in your power, and it may scare the heck out of you, right? You may show up shaking, but that's okay, because this message is basically what we've been saying your whole reading here. You are here to share your message and gifts with the world. Ace of Cups, that's your gift. And you know this as well. That's why you've been doing a lot of introspection, a lot of soul searching. You have sacred essence. Close your eyes and feel the rhythm of your sacred essence. Get lost in time. Get lost within yourself. This is a call to deepen the intimacy within. Connect with you. So this is a deepening of the heart. It is a deepening of your own intuition and remembering your own sacred essence. Because remember what I said in the very beginning? Sometimes we go through these highs and these lows and we forget where we come from. We forget in our own sacred essence. So show up shaking, Aquarius. The world wants you and needs what you have to offer. And this could be, excuse me, this could be an interview. This could be taking a stance. It could be speaking up, even if it's uncomfortable. Whatever it is, show up shaking because your light is shining bright and I feel like there will be a favorable outcome. That is what I have for you. I hope it resonates. If so, hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, subscribe, and hit that bell. Thank you so much for tuning in today, Aquarius. Lots of love.